All right, Nike is suing Bathing Apes. They say a lawsuit many years in the making. Let's talk about it. Check out the music entertainment playlist, current news playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notification. Increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop a video. So Nike files trademark lawsuit against Bathing Apes. Shout out to GQ for the article. It says the American superwear, excuse me, superwear giant Nike files a trademark infringement lawsuit against Japanese cult favorite streetwear brand Bathing Ape, known whatever cold quality whatever as Bape in New York courts this week, saying that the company's current footwear business revolves around copying Nike's iconic designs, according to court filing shared by Reuters. The suit reflected what Nike sees as nearly 20 years of tension between the two companies, beginning when Babe first began selling its often candy-colored footwear in the United States in 2005. The document includes a full-page chart with photos comparing the handful of both brands' most popular shoe of Bathing Apes, Bapes next to Nike Air Force Ones, Bape Skate Stas alongside Nike Dunks, Court Styus agents to Air Jordan 1s. The detailed shot highlights specific design elements, including eyelet and sole ridge patterns. The filing also marks the second major trademark infringement claims that the multinational sports wear company has brought against a relatively small scale brand in Manhattan Southern District Court this month. 2 weeks ago, Adidas lost its lawsuit against Thom Brown over a luxury label lateral stripe motif. Until recently, Nike sued Red Babe sale of infringing footwear in the United States was demised, whatever, inconsistent. 15 years of presence, Babe's infringement footwear in the United States resembled the famous whack-a-model arcade game. Infringing products appear and then disappear from the United States market for years. Babe opened stores in the United States and then shuttered them a few years later. Babe was purchased by Hong Kong fashion conglomerate that shifted Babe's focus to the markets outside of the United States. In the suit, Nike concedes that prior to 2021, numbers of infringing pairs of Bape sold was never more than a small fraction of millions of pairs Nike sells annually, and said the company approached Bape in 2009 about footwear similarities, after which Bape reported perpetually agreed to redesign its flagship Bape's sneakers. But in 2021, Nike said Bape reverted back to the original copycat design because some other ones weren't selling. Bape's copy has always been unacceptable to Nike, and because Bape's infringement has recently grown to become a significant danger to Nike rights, Nike must act now. The suit reads. This is a careful timeline covering the key segments of the brand history. The legendary streetwear designer Nigo first founded a Bathing Ape in Tokyo in '93, and in the mid also the brand found its way onto the shelves of Supreme Blockbuster Lafayette flagship store, into the closets of names like Pharrell, Ye, Pusha T. Nigo's reach made him one of the streetwear's most influential godfathers. He and Pharrell went on to found the brand Billionaire Boy Club ice cream together. I think this him right here. Um, he said he became a key mentor to late designer Virgil Abloh. Nigo sold Bape parent company Nowhere Comp. Ltd to Hong Kong based holding company called it ITLTD in 2011. And a decade later, in 2021, he became the new artistic director of the Japanese luxury label Kinzo. Well, I realized I've done pretty much everything you can do in the world of streetwear. The designer told GQ last year. I realized I needed a new challenge. In the sportswear economy, there's always been a thin line between the outputs of the mega brands like Nike and the cult favorite companies like Bape, which has allowed for plenty of cross promotion through the last few decades. In 2005, the same year Bape first rolled out his footwear in the U.S., Chris Gibbs, owner of the influential Los Angeles-based streetwear boutique Union LA collaborated with Nike on sneakers and designing a colorful take on the high top Air Force Ones 180s. Post streetwear was rehabilitation against fashion industry at large, which typically outplayed in blacks and naives. So I wanted the colors to contrast to that. Gibbs told GQ and about the shoe last year, quote, I took the cameo from my favorite jacket and changed the colors around to be more playful. It was probably inspired by Bape, who was doing a lot of that at the time. So, they stealing each other's shit. So at the end of the day, I ain't never wore them, to be honest. But yeah, you can see, they got the Air Force One design, and apparently they, worked it out outside of court. And then Bape went back to doing the same type of design because the other design wasn't selling. So in the United States, they can sue them and stop them from selling the design in the United States, but they can't stop them selling them over there in China and other markets. They can't. US don't have no jurisdiction over there. That's why you can get all them knockoff Fire Stick boxes and the knockoff Snoopy bears and over there for cheap prices. It's all the same stuff. It all came from the same area. So, um, you know, so Nike said, "Oh, we see it as a threat now," and now Babe and Ape having a resurgence. And of course, you can see the design. They sued. They were suing other, independent designers for their design. And then the thing about Nike is they not creative enough to come up with a new design. That's the crazy thing about it. They not creative enough to come up with a new design. Think about that for a minute. They not creative enough to come up with a new design. They not creative enough. They not. They're not creative enough. So people can say whatever they want to. Nike don't have no new creativity, no new designs neither. They living off, they greatest shoes, bringing out their greatest shoes. That's what they living off of. None of these dudes really got no creativity. They using the same true design, remixing colors and the whole thing. Can't nobody come out with a better design. That's crazy to me. Everybody using the same designs, bro. But yeah, they can stop them from selling in the United States. You heard me. They closed a few stores, flagship stores. When Nike threatened to sue, and they went back to doing the same thing. So they can say whatever they want to say. They probably won a lawsuit, and it is what it is. But talking about now it's starting to kind of hurt our sales and all that type of stuff. I'm just looking at it like, okay, they sued Bushimi when he first started. And then he had some shoes that replicated the Jordan 4s or something like that, and they his story. He sells the Bushimi shoes. They're nice shoes too, 1,000 a pair, but they like handcrafted, hand painted, and they can't. And they sued him early on in his career. They sued him, so yeah, that's how they get down. But it is what it is. It is what it is. So I expect them to win that lawsuit with flying colors. Honestly, I expect them to win that lawsuit with flying colors. But yeah, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance of notifications. We go live or drop a video. Financially, want to support the channel? Cash App $ CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal link description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Appreciate the love, support. Check the current news playlist, music and entertainment playlist. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Peace.